So today we're taking a look at the MSI Optix MAG274QRF-QD monitor. It's a 27-inch 1440p 165Hz unit that has a bunch of features that I think both PC and console gamers are really going to appreciate, especially with all the new hardware that's launching right now. MSI has sponsored this showcase, so a big thanks to them for supporting the channel, and there is a promotion link for the monitor at the top of the description that you can go and click on. Let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, the MAG274QRF-QD is part of the MSI Arsenal lineup of hardware. That focuses mainly on functionality at an entry-level price point, according to MSI. MSI also have the MEG line, which is MSI Enthusiast Gaming, and MPG line, MSI Performance Gaming. It has a 1440p 165Hz panel using quantum dot technology. This means that you can set your games on console or PC to 1440p and have higher fidelity graphics in your games with up to a 165Hz refresh rate. The panel will be able to display more frames from your PC or console. Higher FPS and higher refresh rates result in a smoother overall performance when you're gaming, with less jumpy, less jarring moments than when you're capped to a 60Hz refresh rate. The panel itself, it features a 1 millisecond grey-to-grey response time, and that significantly helps reduce motion blur, and that's helpful in games where reaction times need to be right at their peak, like when you're playing a battle royale like Warzone. It's got a thin bezel design, which I really appreciate. The only major bezel is at the bottom of the screen, which houses the MSI logo, and then the power button on the right-hand side. The stand and the base, they're really robust, and they're fully adjustable, with tilt, height, swivel, and pivot movements. Then on the back of the unit, you have some really nice angular work, and the control stick for the on-screen menus, but also there's an MSI Mystic Light RGB portion to the back panel, which you can control with the Mystic Light app on your smartphone. The display ports are tucked under this ledge right here, and you have two HDMI 2.0B ports, one DisplayPort 1.4 port, a USB Type-C port that will output up to 15 watts of power to power any of your devices that need it, a headphone out port, two USB Type-A ports, and one USB Type-B port for connecting your PC to power the Type-A ports, so you could connect your mouse and keyboard into these instead of running them into the back of your PC. The monitor is also Nvidia GSync compatible, which adds another layer into the mix to help prevent ghosting or screen tearing when your game frame rate sometimes fluctuates or it dips down momentarily. And it's HDR ready, so the monitor can produce more detail and a wider range of colors, with images looking closer to what human eyes can see compared to a traditional monitor, and there's support for a wide color gamut as well. Now, I mentioned that this monitor is great for PC and console gamers, which is one of the reasons why I was interested in it. And as you can see, I have the monitor hooked up here to my PC right now, but what does this monitor actually do that's great for console players? Well, it has a built-in console mode that's going to help bring out the best of each game that you play. Right now, the PlayStation 5, it doesn't natively support 1440p as a resolution. This monitor is a 1440p one, but the PlayStation 5 doesn't natively support 1440p. Bit of a bummer. But actually no, MSI has built into this monitor a way for it to accept a 4K signal from the PlayStation 5 and display it on the 1440p monitor, alongside also supporting the HDR signal as well. The 4K signal is downscaled to 1440p and then displayed as if it were 1440p to give you a crisper overall image. This is instead of the monitor only being able to detect 1080p signal from the PS5 and then having to upscale that image to 1440p, and that would result in a really blurry and overall worse image. This is a really nice feature from MSI, and since the Xbox Series X and the Series S do natively support 1440p output, you can use this monitor with both of those new consoles right out of the box, no problem at all. One other feature of the MAG274QRF-QD is the QD part at the end of the name, quantum dot. These are nanocrystals that are able to absorb light when they're hit by it, giving off a very precise color. This sits as a layer underneath the LCD and the cover glass. Since this monitor also features an IPS panel that gives you great viewing angles with great color accuracy, the quantum dot layer is going to come in quite useful quite often. Overall, I've really enjoyed using the MSI Optix MAG274QRF-QD, and it's certainly a great monitor for my mainly PC gaming experience, but the reason that it caught my interest is the inclusion of that console mode, and that means that console gamers who want to take advantage of the 1440p resolution and the higher refresh rate, now they can. The PS5 downscaling of 4K signals and the native support for 1440p on the Xbox Series consoles, combined with the 120Hz output of all of the new consoles, that means console gamers for the very first time, they can experience high frame rate and high refresh rate gaming. Thanks very much for watching, a big thanks to MSI for sponsoring, and once again, make sure you click that link at the top of the description to go and check out the monitor. And I'll catch you all in the next one.